Hello students, this is TV Chitra, working as Assistant Professor in Computer Science and Engineering Department, Arunachala College of Engineering for Women. Going to discuss the subject Software Project Management, Unit 1 Project Evaluation and Project Planning. The second topic in the Unit 1 is Activities. Now we shall see what are the three successive processes that bring a new system into a being system. The three main processes are the feasibility study, planning and project execution. About the first process, feasibility study, it is a process of examining whether we have to carry on the project development or to drop the project development based on the requirements. By clearly going through the requirement set, the developer team will make decision about whether to carry out the contract or to drop the contract. The second process is planning. Once decided to carry on the project, the next step is to plan about the project. The planning is nothing but making decision on how to carry out each and every step, development step of a project. Also deciding what are all the resources to be required, at what level and at what amount and at what time. So these are all decided at this stage. The third process is project execution. This stage takes on the planning decision and carry out it. Execute that planning steps. The execution of the planning is called a project execution. This is a diagram which shows the feasibility study, plan and execution cycle. The feasibility study, as already told, it is the process of examining is it worth doing the project. The next step is plan, deciding how do we do it. The third step is project execution, where we have to carry on the planned step. This figure shows ISO 12207 software development cycle, which include the phases: requirement analysis, architecture design, requirement analysis, architecture design. So this is happening in a cycle manner until all the requirements has been collected from the customer. After the detailed design, code and test, integration, qualification test, and finally installation and acceptance support. Now we'll see each and every stage in detail. So ISO 12207 activities. First activity is the requirement analysis. So this is a process of gathering the requirements from the client by arranging an interview and recording the requirements which have been collected and analyzing whether these requirements can be further forwarded or has to be dropped at this point. It's called requirement analysis. Next is architecture design. So this is a process of conversion of the requirements into the components of the system that is to be built. The third activity is code and test. This is a process of converting the design into coding with the help of various programming languages such as C, C++, Java, based on the demand of the project. The language is chosen, and next activity to be carried out is testing, where the developed codings are assessed whether it can be able to execute, whether it will be able to yield correct results or not. The various levels of testing includes unit testing, integration testing, acceptance testing, system testing, recovery testing, etc. Next we go for integration, where the individual components which are already coded are combined together and they are verified whether they are able to meet the overall requirements. So this is called integration, which is combining of individually developed component is called integration. Next is qualification testing, where the system developed is tested before the client community to ensure that all the requirements have been fulfilled and whether it is qualified for further steps. Next is installation. After the system passed the qualification testing, it is installed and made into operate at the client site. The last is acceptance support. After installing, a training has to be given from the development team to the client side, including the correction of any errors that might have crept into the system and any extensions and improvements that are required. The acceptance support will take care of. Thank you.